In this video, we look at how simple routine vehicle checks play a vital role in keeping your car in its best condition, protecting your investment, but also keeping you and your family safe. We are joined here by Daniel, qualified technician, who will help us to understand why routine checks such as changing your oil or checking coolant levels can help us to keep our cars in their best condition.
That's right. Doing simple and regular safety checks on your vehicle will make sure that it's always going to run safely and efficiently. And today we're going to show you how to do some simple safety checks so you can spot any telltale issues. Always find a nice flat surface area, apply the handbrake and turn the ignition off before commencing any checks on your car. Stand back and walk slowly around the car, looking for any visible signs of damage, deterioration that may exist, loose fitments, scratches, chips or anything of the like. The most important thing to check is your tyres. It's important that your tyres are in good condition and inflated to the correct pressure. We tend to forget about the tyre, but effective tyre condition is so important as is your contact point with the road. It affects how your car handles, brakes, even affects fuel efficiency, level of grip and overall safety for you and your family. Check the tyre for any visible sign of inflation loss, taking a good look at the tyre wall itself. These can be damaged by parking against curbs. This one looks in good order. Over time, heat, sunlight and ozone can affect the tyre compound, so make sure you check the age of your tyres. The next test is to make sure that your tyres have plenty of tread. Most tyres when new have between 8 to 9 mil of tread on the tyre here. As you can see, with that, it will disperse water quite easily with that amount of tread. With this tyre in particular, you'll have little tread indicators here that'll let you know when that tyre is getting close to needing replacement. The closer that gets to the tread indicators, the less likely it's going to be able to disperse water. These tyres, however, are in perfect condition. Remember, rotate your tyres regularly. That will minimise the tyre wear on all 4 tyres. We recommend to do that every 5 to 8,000 Ks or whenever the manufacturer specifies. Over or underinflation of tyres is dangerous and can cause excessive tyre wear. To check your tyre pressures or what's required in your car, this tyre placard will always have the answers for you. Also, what we'd recommend is have one of these handy in your vehicle's glove box. What this will do is be able to help you check your tyre pressures to see if you need to inflate your tyres. Remove your valve cap and then attach the gauge to the valve. You'll see the pressure reading come over at the bottom there, and that'll tell you whether you need to inflate or whether your tyres are at a good pressure already. This tyre is sitting at 22 psi, needs more inflation to get it back up to 36. A cool little trick is to have one of these in the boot of your car. This is an air compressor. You can easily adjust your tyre pressures to where they need to be. Fuses are an integral part of your vehicle's electrical system. What they allow is the current to flow through to all your control modules, and also make sure that they're not going to have any damage if there's spikes in the system. So what we found with this vehicle is the radio isn't working. Let's check and see the radio fuse and check if that's blown. Best way to do that, set of pointy nose pliers or a pair of tweezers. As you can see, this is the culprit. Now make sure you put the same amperage fuse back into position to make sure this is all going to work again. Currently on the dash here, we have a brake warning light. The first thing I'd check is to make sure your park brake or your handbrake is not engaged. If the emergency brake is off, your brake light could be indicating that there may be a problem in the brake hydraulic system. Open up your bonnet of your car and have a look at the brake reservoir. These are often clear plastic and show a minimum and maximum level of the brake fluid that's required to run the system. If the level is below the minimum indicated, please do not drive your vehicle. As you can see here, the brake fluid is low. That could be a few reasons. It could be an issue with brake lines, could be an issue with hoses, the master cylinder, or even wheel cylinders. Recommend to take your car to the nearest service centre if you find this is a problem. To check your brake lights, ensure the ignition is on and your vehicle is not in gear. Don't forget to check both your left and right hand sides, but more importantly, the centre stop light as well. Like your brake lights, making sure the indicators are operating is vitally important for letting people know where you're going. If you do find it's more than just a bulb that's a problem here, take it to your nearest service centre. Engine coolant is a specially formulated additive that runs through the radiator to keep your engine cool. Your mechanic will change your coolant at regular intervals set by the manufacturer. However, I would keep an eye on it because sometimes it can start to either evaporate, or if under load or heavy conditions, stop-start in traffic or towing, it can require a top-up. Older cars will usually use more coolant than some or more of the modern vehicles. If you do notice that your coolant is starting to drop, it could be a telltale sign that there is a more significant issue inside of your motor. Make sure any coolant bottles are stored safely away, as they are highly poisonous to children and animals. Having too low oil in the vehicle may cause some wear and tear on the inside of the engine here. However, on the opposite side of things, having too much oil can also have a negative effect. Having too much in here will start to pressurise the seals and may cause damage and costly repairs. Now, you always got to make sure you're checking that oil level. With here, you'll find a dipstick. That'll have a minimum and a maximum line ready there to check. When your vehicle has just finished an operating temperature, is the best time to check it, as long as you're careful and don't burn yourself. When checking this, make sure that the vehicle is on a flat surface. Wipe the dipstick with the rag and then put it back into the dipstick holder. When you remove it out, the level should be accurate now. Make sure that if you do need to add any, you put it up to the top line here. When putting the dipstick back in its holder, make sure you push down firmly. That way you won't get any debris to fall into the engine sump. When checking your auto transmission fluid, older vehicles have a very similar system as checking your engine oil with a dipstick. However, with some of these modern day vehicles, they don't run a dipstick at all. If you do notice that there's any oil leaking that looks like it's coming from your transmission on your driveway or where you park your car, best bet would be to contact your dealer, your service centre or a mechanic and take it down there for them to have a look at. A basic tool kit is essential in any car. You never know what kind of situation you're going to end up in when you're going to need to use it. Here we have a basic toolbox. With this side of things, everything you need can be stored in here. Then we come across to your basic wrenches that you'll usually use, a pair of pliers, an adjustable wrench, some Allen keys, most of the European cars using an Allen key set rather than using your standard Phillips head or flathead screwdrivers. A blade, you have your tyre pressure tester, some tape, have some water dispersant, a torch, and most importantly, if you get a flat tyre, got your air compressor here. Across to this side, we have a couple of kits for you as well. You have all of your screwdrivers here and all of your torque bits and wrenches all here for you. As you can see, your emergency roadside toolkit packs away nice and neatly. Pop this aside in the boot of your car, and just in case you ever need it, you're prepared and ready to go.
Your manufacturer has designed a maintenance schedule found in your owner's manual around the specific needs of your particular vehicle. Follow this schedule and chances are that your vehicle will deliver optimum performance. Careful preventative maintenance will help you to save time and money on more expensive replacement parts and servicing. Most of all, it will keep you and your family safer on the road. Happy driving!